Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here at the First Alert Desk. My name's Karli Barnett. We want to give you a look at some of the stories that we are following for your Saturday. Hopefully you were out and about today, enjoying some of that beautiful weather. We want to get to some of the top stories that we are following. We've got crews spread out over Metro Atlanta in order to keep you informed tonight. We hope you joined us at 6 p.m., but you can join us again tonight at 10 and 11 on Atlanta News First. Now, remember, you can always stream us live. You can watch us from our website and from our app. So we want to take a look at one of the stories that we've been following here for the last couple of weeks. But Six Flags over Georgia, they're actually going to be open all week due to spring break. But keep in mind that there will be some policy and procedure changes. There's going to be more security because of this scene right here. You will remember that there was a fight that took place a couple of weeks ago. It was opening weekend for the park. It was marred by fights and gunfire. In that time, a 15-year-old was shot by police right outside the park in what investigators called an exchange of gunfire. And that shooting happened as a group of teenagers fought inside of the park, causing a rush of hundreds of teens to run away. Now, Six Flags over Georgia will be open every day for the next week for spring break. And they have been operating only on the weekends, but gates will now open every day this upcoming week starting at 11 a.m. But because of scenes like this, we are told that Cobb County Police will provide extra officers for security. So you can be a little bit more assured that they will have more officers on hand to try to prevent violence like what we saw on opening weekend. Of course, it's spring break. It's going to be a busy time. Some good news is they say along with the usual rides and fun, they're going to have an Easter egg hunt with some Looney Tunes and DC Comics characters. They even brought back the Saw Haunted Maze for the week. So, hey, a little fall time fun here even during spring break. So, due to the fight that happened, that police say happened over opening weekend, and the subsequent gunfire that happened as a result, they will be amping up the security because they know they are going to have a lot more people, a lot more families, a lot more students descending on the park being out for spring break. So with the sun out and about, you may notice those energy bills trying to keep the house cool. Well, Georgia Tech did a study that says that Black households are actually hit harder by utility bills. And our reporter, Brittany Ford, shares this story. Energy costs in Georgia, of course, continuing to soar, but this new study found Black families are having a harder time keeping up. It was a study done by Georgia Tech. They found that race actually was a factor in the number of people struggling to cover utility bills. The report really dug into why Black families in Georgia are experiencing those higher energy bills. It attributes historical trends like mortgage redlining, as well as a lot of predominantly Black neighborhoods being located by highways or power plants, adding to those overall higher energy costs. It also found a growing number of Black Georgians are spending more than 6% of their monthly budget on energy bills, and it's something that local nonprofits who offer utility assistance are seeing firsthand. So what you can expect to see tonight on Atlanta News First, Brittany Ford really delving into this. She's going to have a full look at that report as well as some solutions, some resources that are out there helping families, because it's one thing to tell you about the problem, it's another thing to be able to provide a solution and let you know what you can do. So we're going to have more on that tonight. All right, let's go ahead and take you outside now because, boy, it was a beautiful day to get outside. And here's something fun to do. It's actually continuing for the rest of the weekend. Maybe you live in or near Sandy Springs. It's the Spring-a-palooza this weekend. I love that. Isn't that fun? A colorful Easter celebration. It was blooming in Sandy Springs today, the first day of Arts-a-palooza on Lake Forest Drive near Mount Vernon Highway. Hundreds of vendors, musicians, artists all on hand for the event. It is running again tomorrow. Things start back up at 11 a.m. And the good news is for all of you who celebrate Easter, it's going to be a beautiful day in order to do that. In fact, may want to keep the chocolate out of the Easter eggs that, of course, the Easter Bunny is hiding because they might get a little melty. You may want to stick to more jelly beans in that case. But we do need to keep in mind there is going to be a first alert coming up here this week. So we have First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin standing by to tell you more about your Sunday forecast as well as the work week ahead. All right, Cutter. We'll leave you with the beautiful Arts-a-palooza here to take it
wow.
away.
Full of sunshine. It was a gorgeous day. Everyone going outside, and there is more time to enjoy the nice weather ahead of our Tuesday. First alert weather day. Really, it's Tuesday night into our early Wednesday morning. We're talking the wee hours of Wednesday that we're going to be watching for that potential of some showers and probably a few thunderstorms working their way through North Georgia. So again, thank you for tuning in and for watching this Atlanta News First Plus stream. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin here with the check of your First Alert forecast and a lot of weather to talk about. We have some warmth, we have some cool temperatures, we have some wind, we have some rain, and we have some thunderstorms all over the course of the next 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So I want to remind you, especially with so much weather in play here, with all that we're talking about, that if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, we are streaming on a variety of platforms right now, but YouTube is the place to go to get those questions answered, to get any concerns that you may have addressed. Tales from the Crypt on YouTube saying, ANF. Miguel, hello to you. Of course, you just got your latest news headlines, a lot of outdoor events ongoing. Marique saying mic levels should be good on our end. All looks good on our end. Again, Ellie, if you want to maybe give it a check on YouTube, if you could just stream the audio. Should be good, though. Levels on our end, board outward, look good. But we're going to have our digital producer, Ellie, check on those levels on the YouTube end. Marique's sometimes with internet connection, if you have a poor connection going in and out of that particular feed, you may actually have some audio issues due to that. But again, we'll double check for you again. Let us know if your levels have improved. Should be good. Ellie is streaming on YouTube right now, and if they're good on YouTube, should be good on other platforms. So again, a reminder, if you have any other weather questions, comments, concerns, give us a holler, or Marique, maybe an update on those mic levels that you may be having issues with, and maybe on your end. But we'll keep in touch here. Outside this evening, it's nice. Temperature still comfortable, upper 60s and lower 70s. 72 Atlanta, 67 in Carrollton. Rome, 72. 67 LaGrange, so very mild, very comfortable across North Georgia, Metro Atlanta. No rain to speak of either. In fact, it was pretty much a cloudless Saturday across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. A few high clouds possible moving into tonight and to tomorrow. In fact, you can kind of see that on the very top of this particular forecast graphic there. That's a sky cam up at Truist Park, kind of looking in a general westward direction, and you can see some high wispy clouds there on the horizon. Those wispy high clouds will move in tonight. You see the sky going from clear to mostly clear to partly cloudy, and then more in the way of clouds tomorrow with the westerly breeze. Temperatures out the door in the morning, fairly comfortable, low to mid-50s across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. Again, here's a look at low temperatures. Coolest point of the morning tomorrow occurring about maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. 56 downtown Roswell North Side. You get outside of the perimeter, a little bit cooler. I-285 kind of inside, more pavement, a little warmer. City temperatures. Then you get outside, it's a little bit cooler. Case in point, Lawrenceville, a forecast low temperature of 49 degrees tomorrow morning, again occurring around 8 o'clock in the morning with some more clouds starting to stream in tomorrow. Probably, if we manage this right, could actually be a very nice sunrise. Just enough cloud cover to add some flare and some color to the sunrise as the sun interacts with those high wispy clouds. No rain, of course, from these clouds. It will be absolutely dry, and temperature is not too bad. 45 in Blairsville, 49 in Canton, Dalton, a low temperature of 49, 50 in Carrollton, LaGrange 51, 49 Covington, 51 in Athens. Obviously, tomorrow is Easter. Oh, so many outdoor plans. Let's see. Marique saying it's a difference from the anchor and me. You're just a touch quiet. It's all good, though. Okay, yeah, not sure. We're using the same mic, and I tend to be a very loud talker, so maybe it's good that I'm not talking at my normal volume. But actually, you know what? We're gonna bring this up just a little bit. We'll bring up the levels just a little bit. Marika, let me know if that's a little bit better. I scooched the levels up just a skosh. So Easter forecast tomorrow, out at the door in the morning, 8 a.m., going to church, maybe grabbing coffee with your friends, your loved ones, trying to get a morning run in. Whatever it is that you're doing, temperature is not bad. Very comfortable in the mid to upper 50s. As we go into the noon hour, more clouds moving in, but high wispy clouds, no rain. Temperatures in the mid 70s. And then right around maybe 4, 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, between that 4 and 6 o'clock hour, it is going to be very nice. Temperature near 80 degrees. in the city of Atlanta. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, of course, is the official thermometer, the official site for climate data for Atlanta, and that's the forecast 80, though I think many neighborhoods, many areas are going to hit 80 degrees, maybe 81, 82 in spots across North Georgia, Metro Atlanta. Of course, mountains just a little bit cooler, but we will be watching the potential for clouds to maybe impact temperatures just a little bit, but I don't think enough cloud cover to keep us from hitting 80 tomorrow. We're already in the upper 70s, 77 or so this afternoon. Got an interesting question coming in from Tanya asking what the weather will be on the 8th. Of course, 8th is the big solar eclipse day, and first look, it is looking like there will be a lot of rain where there will be the totality of the eclipse in the southern plains, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and through portions of the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys. They will be dealing with shower storms and more in the way of clouds. For us, again, not a big sight for us, 80% coverage or so. Seems like a lot of the sun will be covered, but the sun is so bright. I was working in Savannah in 2017. They had about 95 to 99% coverage of the sun during the eclipse, and even then you could barely tell. If you're not 100% coverage, the sun is very bright, and that sunlight has an easy way of finding the Earth's surface, so it's not going to be much different here. But Tanya, looking like there will be increasing clouds here, but also some sunshine. Where the eclipse, the totality may be ruined a little bit by the weather, that is looking like Texas could actually be a stormy setup, unfortunately, for cities like Austin and Dallas that'll be near or in the totality of the eclipse, where if it was clear, it'd be a crazy sight, and it would get much darker, almost like nighttime for a period of minutes. But for us, increasing clouds, we'll keep an eye on that forecast for you. Reminder, 10-day forecast always available at atlantanewsfirst.com and in the First Alert Weather app. So high temperature tomorrow in Atlanta, 80 degrees, beginning with a lot of sunshine, and then we'll end with more clouds tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Gainesville, 79, 81 Athens, Rome is at 81, and a high temperature in Noonan of 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So it is going to be a warm day for sure, with temperatures, a little bit above our seasonal averages. We've already hit the 80 so far this year. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport has already hit 81. That's the temperature to beat. I don't think we do it tomorrow, but we could do it Monday into Tuesday before showers and thunderstorms move in. Again, Tuesday is a first alert weather day. Showers and storms in the forecast. Going to go into that in detail here in just a moment. But more nice weather ahead of that to enjoy. Warmer running weather tomorrow for those that kind of like to run in the cool weather. You don't like that upper 70s, lower 80s, and warmer sort of stuff. That 4 to 6 p.m. hour is going to be the warmest. Cool in the morning, 50s, and then getting cooler in the evening, 7:38 p.m., back into the low to mid 70s by 8 p.m. sunset, and then back into the 60s thereafter, but still relatively mild. All right, let's talk about Tuesday, a first alert weather day. Really, it's Tuesday evening and night that we have put on that first alert weather day designation, the time that you need to be alert to changing weather, and the time in which your plans, your routine could be impacted by the weather. Tuesday evening and night, line of rain and a few storms will be moving through. So near 100% coverage of rain with this particular setup. This is not going to be one where these are scattered hit or miss storms. Pretty much everyone's going to get at least a little something. Rain will be heavy at times, especially north and northwest of Atlanta, and a few severe storms are possible, again, especially north and northwest of the city of Atlanta Tuesday evening and night. Dinner plans may be impacted, and storms may even linger late enough into the nights where that loud booming thunder, heavy rain, strong wind potential with a couple of these storms could wake you up Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So a night where you might want to pay a little closer attention to the first alert forecast Tuesday evening and night, not only because, yes, there will be showers and thunderstorms, but storms could pack a punch. They could be noisy. They could impact your sleep. If you have a dog, it could impact their sleep as well. Tuesday evening into early Wednesday morning. We're talking the wee hours of Wednesday before a big temperature change filters in. Let's see. Marique saying, Tanya drove up to Blue Ridge for near totality back in 2017, and it caused the streetlights to come on. Yeah, you have to be about 99% or really 100% totality. You have to be in totality to have a big difference in the light. But with 80% coverage of the sun here, unfortunately, might look just a little bit dimmer, but I don't think it's going to be that visually obvious. Here in North Georgia and Metro Atlanta, and we will potentially be battling some clouds further, obscuring anything cool to see here across North Georgia, really much of the southeast, and as mentioned, to our west. Could be dealing with quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity in areas that are seeing totality across portions of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, those sorts of areas, Mexico as well, even northern Mexico could be dealing with some showers and thunderstorms. So Tuesday evening, Tuesday night into the wee hours of Wednesday morning, a first alert weather day. First alert weather day because dinner plans could be impacted Tuesday, evening plans could be impacted, and you may be woken up by showers and thunderstorms along with the risk of a couple severe storms Tuesday. So first alert weather day, that's the point of the work week where your plans may be impacted by the weather. That's what a first alert weather day is, whether it be a big drop in temperature, big increase in temperature, a really windy day, heavy rain and flooding, severe storms, big time cold, big time heat, just something that impacts you, and an otherwise pretty gorgeous 7-day stretch here. That's why we put the first alert weather day there to kind of draw attention to it and let you know, hey, heads up, first alert weather day, the weather will impact your life in some sort of more significant way, and it really is going to be the late day plans, the evening, the night plans, and your sleep. It could be impacted Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with the possibility of strong, maybe a few thunderstorms becoming severe and moving into North Georgia and metro Atlanta. But otherwise, it's going to be gorgeous out there. No significant issues or problems with the forecast. We do trend cooler as we get into Wednesday. Tanya saying no school on the 8th, I hear on the news, just for some school districts, many locally, because we are not in totality. It's not going to be easy to see. You will have to have the special glasses to see anything. Walk outside, and it's not really going to look any different. It only lasts like 4 or 5 minutes at that, and it's not going to look any different really here across North Georgia. So most school districts are choosing to stay in session and kind of using it as a learning opportunity. Here across North Georgia, some have decided to let out or to do distance learning, e-learning, and online learning. We have that listed at AtlantaNewsFirst.com, but Tanya, not a big reason to let students out on April 8th here locally for the eclipse. But we'll keep you updated on that forecast, and again, gorgeous work week, Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, first alert weather day, rain and storms. A few storms could be severe. And then Wednesday, falling temperature, so it's going to get much cooler. Temperatures struggling to get back into the 60s Wednesday afternoon with gusty winds, increasing sunshine, and a much chillier feel to the air. Keep in mind, we're going to have 3 in the forecast, 80-plus degree afternoons, Easter Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we're back to the upper 50s and lower 60s Wednesday and Thursday, Friday as well. Much chillier mornings, kind of a switchback to more of an early spring sort of feel as we get into the latter half of the work week, though. First look at next weekend, looking absolutely stunning. Temperature Saturday, Sunday in the 60s to near 70. Lots of sunshine. Looking like for the second week in a row, we are going to finally have a dry, mostly sunny weekend here across North Georgia and metro Atlanta. Again, I want to thank you for streaming Atlanta News First Plus, our 8 p.m. news and weather kind of combo stream. I want to remind you, Tori Cooper, Karli, Barnett back on Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate at 10 p.m. Latest check of news. Also, of course, another check of the first alert forecast and some new data coming in by then. Not anticipating any huge changes in the forecast. Nonetheless, any alterations to that Tuesday, Wednesday outlook, we'll pass those along, go into detail here on the news sorting at 10 p.m. And then join us at 11 p.m. on Atlanta News First, WANF, for another check of the news. Before you head to bed. And, of course, you can wake up with First Alert Meteorologist Courtney Jacobazi giving you the forecast early tomorrow morning, and the entire team will be keeping you updated in the First Alert Weather app. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Get outside. Enjoy the nice weather. Go ahead and leave that 7-day up for you just a little bit longer. And if you can't get outside this evening, no worries. More gorgeous weather coming up tomorrow. Another check of the news and your latest forecast starting at 10 p.m.